Good morning. Brought you to hang out with me in the garden this morning. Woo, hey, sunshine. Anyway, I had a conversation with a friend of mine yesterday about goal setting. But really what was interesting about it is that it didn't start out as a conversation about goal setting. It started out as a conversation about how sometimes we can arrive at a non-destination in our lives, look around and be dissatisfied and unhappy with where we're at. And I think it's interesting that, you move at a rapid speed in some direction all the time, right? It's just about whether or not we set intentions for that direction. And so, in talking about this, I was thinking, if we goal set, even just small, attainable goals, right? They call them attainable goals. Short-term goals, like, who do I want to be in the next 6 months? And we really think that through, and we say, and be ambitious, right? Land among the stars, they say. So, let's say you want to be happier and healthier, and you want to achieve that by changing your diet and exercising more. So, start telling yourself, I am an athlete, every morning. You use the affirmations that I talked about in my previous videos, and you start telling yourself the reality of what you want, right? And the great thing about our brains is that they have no idea whether or not what we're telling ourselves is imagined thought, a false idea, or reality. So your brain will believe you. It's another reason why following I am with anything negative is completely, toxic and will completely end you up in the wrong direction. So let's say you want to be a happier and healthier person in 6 months, and you tell yourself, I am an athlete. What's going to happen is, if you do that enough, subconsciously you will begin to make little choices every day that will support that idea that you've been telling yourself. Maybe it's a different choice of food at lunch. Maybe it's, going to the gym after work. Maybe it's going to the gym before work. Maybe it's doing research, to fill your mind with information that you're going to need to get there. Whatever it is, you will start making choices towards whatever it is that you're telling yourself you are. Because you'll recognize that you're not there yet. Which is an important part of the process, right? So, if we set ourselves, and this is such a fun thing to explore too, like to me this is an experiment. If we set ourselves these goals, if you want to be an art connoisseur, or you want to be a avid beach goer, or you want to be a surfer, beach is on my mind, I guess. You want to be an athlete, you want to be vegan, you want to be a teacher, I don't know, whatever it is, you've set the goal, you remind yourself every day, and you start using those self-coaching affirmations to remind yourself that you're already there. Not remind yourself, pretend. So the cool thing about this is that you don't need to already be there. It doesn't matter where you're at. You could be, I started telling myself I'm an athlete when I was 200 pounds after the second baby. And it felt ridiculous, but it did what it needed to do to help me start making different choices every day. I'm an athlete. What does an athlete do? You just start thinking about it, right? And you're like, well, maybe the athlete doesn't, people who know me are going to laugh, eat carbs before bed. And maybe the athlete goes to the gym 5 times a week. And I just started doing that stuff. I was like, I'm tired after work, but maybe I can just take my kids to the gym with me, and maybe they'll have fun too, So things start changing. You have to know what the picture of the puzzle is before you can start putting the pieces together. So I wanted to wanted to see, we leave you with that this morning and see kind of, if you set yourself that goal, that 6-month goal, you might be surprised that you're not going to arrive at a non-destination one day on your journey and look around and go, not what I intended. Because you didn't have intentions, right? Our default is just to go with the flow, which is sometimes self-destructive for people. So, I'll leave you with that. Let me know where you arrive at.